Okay. The drum intro to Moby Dick. Recorded version from Zeppelin 2 versus pretty much all the other times you hear it, okay? The first one I played is how you hear it live. The second one I played is what's on the record. Now here's the difference. In the live version, it starts on the one. Remember, and that's what always throws us off with stuff, whether it's rock and roll, da-da-da-da, where it starts, da-da-da-da, right? Or Misty Mountain Hop, that used to always throw me off, da-da-da-da-da. If you're not sure where the one is, or even other bands, I was like Take It Easy by the Eagles. If you're not really listening right, you don't know where the one is. And you can funk you up. Funk, I said. So, live version. 1, 2, 3, 4. Da-da-da-da. Oh my God. Ba-da-da-da. See, right on the one. Da-da-da-da. And think of it this way. One E and one E and okay? You don't have to obviously count, but my point is live version. We all know it. In case you don't, I'll go back over it in the end. So remember, think of it a horn part. Da 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 ba da 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 ba da 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 ba da 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 ba da 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 ba da 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 ba da 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 ba 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 da da da. Right? Studio version. It's a weensy bit different. The studio version, the first note you hear is not the one. It's the of the four before it. But on the recording, because Moby Dick just kind of starts off, like, it's just out of nowhere, sort of like you're kind of, like, it doesn't really, it sounds a little disjointed, because it kind of sort of comes out of nowhere, and you're just not really sure what's going on. So it kind of sounds like a note sort of missed, like, for a long time, I always thought a note was just missing from the way he did it live, but maybe Jimmy Page, whatever, they cut it in a beat later, or whatever. Anyway, the studio version, okay? 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and 4 E and a 1 E, okay? 4 E and a 1 E. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and, okay? 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 1 E, okay? And a 1 E and a 1 E and a 1 E, okay? First note does not occur on the 1, it occurs on the and then the 1 gets struck as does the E. A 1 E. But then what happens is the next note, 1 E and, is not played. In the live version, it is played. So if you think about it this way, okay? I know I do this, but 1 E and 2, okay? In the live version, it goes 1 E and nothing played, da 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 da, space, da 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 da, right? Be patient with me here. But in the studio version, this note is removed, okay? This one, 1 E and 1 E and, we're going to take this out, and we're going to bring it in right here, okay? 1 E, okay? That's what happens. That is the studio version, okay? So instead of thinking 1, 2, 3, 4, ba da 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 ba da 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 da. Think of it this way: 2 E and a 3 and a 4. Ba da 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 ba da 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 ba da da ba 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 da 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 ba da da ba 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 da da da. Does that make sense? Okay, so that's just the thing. So instead of 1 E and then the E, and then like kind of like a dotted, what do we like a dotted? Every other. get to that part, that stays the same. The only thing that's different is the very first note in the live version. 1 is the first note. 1E and da 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 versus. Put this guy that was here and transplant. I'm really honest. I got to try and use my ring finger. I'm just kind of a melon head. Okay. 1E rest. Okay. Otherwise, everything else is the same. Does that make sense? So 1, 2. Live version. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Studio version. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it's just that one note that's moved. And if you want to summarize it all without all my blah, 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 just think of it, studio version, the first note you hear is the is a 16th, a count-in note, a lead-in note, a pickup note before the 1, which is the second note. You know, it goes da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da-da, kind of that awkward da-da-da. It's, instead of da-da-da, think of it as da-da-da. You know what I mean? Instead of da-da-da, da-da-da, which is what we'll always do. It's 1, 2, 3, da-da-da. You know, like, not James Cagney, Jimmy Durante. Da-da-da. You know what I'm saying? Da-da-da, 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 versus Harrison Ford. Just joking. But you know what I'm saying? So, instead of da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da-da, 1E and it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Again. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay, like a big band thing. Almost imagine the intro, just like with rock and roll. It's kind of like Rock Around the Clock going on at Bonham's head when he plays. In this, almost imagine a Benny Goodman big band kind of thing start like with the drums. And then like a not a clarinet. What did he play? A clarinet or a... Anyway, okay, think of it that way. Instead of da 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 or da 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 da. Think of it like. Or live. Or okay, it's just the very first studio version. That pickup note gets canceled out, the before the 1, studio version, and dropped in on the and after the 1. Okay, 1E and dun 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 dun. Studio version, take that and out after the 1 and drop it before the 1. Okay, again. That's live, and here's studio. Okay? Okay, now let's talk about some other stuff, because I'm dying to talk and not just play. You know I love to talk. So, part of the thing is, there's a little swagger to it, too. Like something with Bonham. Bonham really did sort of have a natural swing to him, but it's very slight. Like in this case, it's not straight. Like, it's kind of a teeny bit more of like, I'll exaggerate. Like, just a teeny bit, okay? Instead of, it's kind of like, just a teeny bit of swing. That's kind of what made Bonham, or, you know, it just had a little bit of a swing to it, okay? All right, and an interesting thing about, let's talk a little. An interesting thing about Moby Dick is you can find this on YouTube. Thank God for YouTube, because before YouTube you could never find this stuff. You had to find some collector who had all this stuff. When they recorded the studio version of Moby Dick, they went in and kind of just did the it went through the whole intro, stopped for a minute, he counted it off again, went through the outro, right? Probably did it a couple times. But then what they did is then he recorded, I think they said like 20 or 25 minutes of him just playing, well, 15-minute reels probably. But anyway, just playing the drums. What he'd do in the solos. And then Jimmy Page and he sort of put it together. So what you hear in Moby Dick off Zeppelin 2 is sort of a comped together solo. It's not the way he played it in order. Of course, the way he did it live was terrific. All right, so that is the drum intro to Moby Dick. That is, again, in the studio version of Moby Dick off Zeppelin 2, it did kind of sound like something was funky. Like, when you believe that a one-E, when you think it's the one, it makes everything just kind of sound awkward. You know what I mean? But then once you figure it out, it makes perfect sense, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. A 1-8 da 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 da. Right? There you go. God, I was going to say, was I going to say anything else? I thought I was going to say one other thing. I guess I wasn't. But anyway, thanks for watching. I do want to make a video for... I'm going to make another one for Poor Tom, because my Poor Tom I did 5 years ago. It was just me playing about 30 seconds of Poor Tom. But I'm not going to make it yet because I haven't played it for a long time. And when I do it versus my hi-hat versus my foot, if you haven't done it for a while, you gotta... I gotta practice it a little. I mean, I could probably play it. Most people are like, wow, dude, thanks. But I don't mean to patronize anybody, but those who really know, it kind of sound bad. So it has to sound... Part of the thing about Poor Tom, especially, is Bonham plays it so smoothly. Interesting thing about that recording, he actually speeds it up a little as you go through, which is kind of cool. Anyway, thank you for watching my videos. I appreciate it.